All right, it looks like we're live, and I've been sitting here chatting with Kerri. And welcome, Kerri. This is
Hi.
like a part two. She had me on a few weeks ago, or maybe a couple months now.
It's been a little bit now.
Yeah. And it was awesome. We had a good time. Both of us didn't feel well toward the end of it, so we ended it a few minutes early. So hopefully today we'll get through the whole hour and we'll both be okay. Right now we're doing okay.
So far, so good.
So far. Yeah, we've been sitting here having a nice chat, and she let me know that Jessie's coming from a birthday party, so
he'll be here eventually.
Yeah, by the time we get the welcomes and all that done, he'll probably be on in. So it's great to have you here.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, I appreciate you coming back. I appreciate you. You've been really busy since that time. You've had a lot more guests on, and just really growing your channel, and I'm
trying
everywhere. So that's awesome.
I just like talking to everybody.
Well,
everybody's opinions.
And that's what everybody seems to like, is to chat. I mentioned, I guess it was Priscilla earlier today in her stream, I mentioned that that's what I really look for is comments. Have any comments and what people say to me after a video or a stream. That's so important to me, more so than the numbers, So,
oh, yeah.
Well, let me go through here real quick and see if I can say hello to everybody, because I like to do that, and I know you do too. Let's see, there's Brian, Peplin Creek. There's Maria Z. She's a mod. There's Bobby, Tennessee Aqua. Mike's Aquatics and Things. Just My Fish, Skippers. And Skipper's going to be a guest here next Wednesday at 6, guys. We were talking about it just now, so he'll be on. And he hasn't done a lot of live streaming and stuff, so that'll be real interesting to get to know him. There's Merdul. I'm always afraid I'm pronouncing that wrong. And I'm looking through my bifocals, guys, so I can zip on through here. There's Sand Creek Aquatics, Amy. Going here. Oh, I closed my chat, but I got it back. I hate touching buttons. T-Bone Fishes. I actually closed the chat, but it came back up. Muppet, Sconce Aquatics, Just My Fish, Select Pet. Are they live yet? My phone plays tricks on me sometimes and doesn't show until I refresh. We are now, John.
Yeah.
There's Skippers. Again, let's see. Got all those guys. There's somebody new to me. It's Vitra, Bitdra. So welcome. I saw you over in ScienceGal's chat, I believe, earlier. Saw you somewhere. There's Ian, Atkins Nature Aquarium, saying hello to the other Bobby. Brad, Mr. Fish, sir. When does that ever stop, Bob? Uh-oh, I've got to back up here. Select, Mike, when does that ever stop, Bob? See, you never know who's going to read or who's listening. Well, might Bob be up shortly. He forgot to put pants on. That's an old joke that Pam started with me, Punchy Paints, because she caught me in boxer shorts. I mean, they just look like shorts. Come on. You're home and you're alone. She caught the reflection once, and I've never lived that down. There's William Pridemore. Just My Fish. Chat again. There we go. Without hitting everything. All right, Dan Slee, Fish Streams, BJ, and Kerri's Tropical Tanks. Looks like we're all the way down to the bottom of that. Welcome, everybody. Glad you're here.
Yes, welcome.
I'm having some of that choppy sound. I think both when I'm talking and also when I'm trying to listen. So we'll just work with it and try to get through it. All right. Well, probably not a whole lot has happened in the last 2 hours. You
Well,
just had your stream. Now, is that going to be your regular Sunday time,
so far,
5
so
p.m.?
far,
Yeah.
unless Joseph wants it back, I'll
Good.
give him the time back in a heartbeat if he wants it.
Yeah.
He's just home more on the weekends now, so it's easier because I like him to be in the chat, so it's
Right.
easier to go on Sundays right now. But I'm sure it'll switch again in the future.
Yeah.
But I kind of
Right.
like the Sunday lineup. I dig everybody's chats, and
Yeah.
I'm just glad to be on yours. I'm glad to be here.
There's so many people streaming right now, with people not working and more people coming in the hobby, which is awesome. Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Uh, so we just have to do the best we can, and I'm seeing 2 and 3 people schedule the same time, and you just have to make a choice sometimes and go back and watch, the other one in the replay. So, but I'm glad I could get some of your time and Jessie's time today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I heard them. They're upstairs. I heard heavy stomping, so he should be down in a minute.
I did ask Kerri when she had shown her tanks because I didn't remember seeing any of those recently. And she said she hadn't, that she, gets to the point like a lot of us do. They change something and then we're going to show it. And then we said, no, I want to do something else. And oh my God.
It's never done.
If you guys could see the supplies and the stuff laying around for like 6 projects I have going, and I don't see any of them finished. I mean, it's every room too, well, except one bedroom, but it's every room stuff's piled up. So
Yeah.
That's one of my New Year's resolutions. I've got to do it,
Yeah, I've taken over 3 rooms of the house now.
But she said some of her lights have already gone off, but she said she would show us some of her tanks later. So, and
Yeah, I could show you around. I can't move the camera in, but I can swirl it around.
That's awesome. I'd love to see them. So
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it has, because like I said, I have plans to do a fish room tour all the time, and then I'll switch something or move something or get something in or who knows what.
Select Pet, who's also John, said that he loved likes that there are several people on at once, because I'm just paraphrasing him, because it's like having different TV shows to watch, and you can make a selection which one you want to watch right then. So that's nice. And I see that we have Thirsty Rabbit came in, so welcome. And Kira Corey Dorable, like everybody else. I love that name, Kira Corey
Yeah, that's a good name.
It is a good name. And I think that's all that's new that came in. And Maria sharing your YouTube channel. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Yeah, there's Heath. There's my big hand up there in the way. Guys, you all know that I'm not very not tech savvy at all. I want to say not very, because I'm not at all. And freshwater, I'm always afraid to say that out loud too. Freshwater Canucks, I guess. We follow each other on Instagram also. It's a shame, forgot to hit the like. Yeah, don't forget the like. Please.
It helps.
Go ahead. What did you say?
I said it helps. Hit the like.
It does help. It really does help. And one thing that really helps people after you become monetized, after you jump through all those fire burning hoops, is let the ads play, because it accumulates, for the person. I donate mine, but I still like to, to get some money off the channel and donate it. And God knows I don't need any more fish stuff, so I do not put it back in the hobby. I give it to the shelter. There's Fishy Biz. Welcome. Just my fish. I like that shirt. Yeah, that's Bubbles over at St. John's. So that's where I got that. I actually did a giveaway on some of these, 2 or 3 of these earlier That reminds me that going to continue, which we had throughout the evening. Darlene, I don't know if I saw Darlene or not. She may be here lurking, or I just didn't see her. Skipper just posted it too. Thank you, Skipper. I think I forgot to tell you I made you a mod after last week, Skipper. But there you go, you see it. We're gonna try to get Darlene to 100 tonight. I don't know what she's at.
Yeah, I haven't checked it in a while.
There she says, I'm here. What's your subscriber count? Maria said she's here, and then she said, I'm here. But anyway, we're trying to get her to 100 and beyond if we can. And it started on Priscilla's stream, giveaway over there. So we're going to have a giveaway here. And I just decided, since I was talking to Priscilla, to do a giveaway for another $25 gift certificate on her website, which is aquatics.com. And that can be anything you want on there, livestock or supplies or prints, anything. And she's going to do free shipping on it, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
You do have to be in the U.S. I mean, in the continental U.S. to get that, and she won't be shipping any livestock or anything actually for a couple of weeks toward the end of January, as most people are not right now. It's just too backed up and the weather and all that. So. But to be eligible, all you have to do is be in the chat tonight, and you have to be subscribed to Darlene. So I think we have her link up there. She's at 61, Skipper said. Seems like that's what she was at when we finished up earlier. So we've got like 39 to get. Yeah, Skipper's got it up there. So click on Darlene's link and go over and subscribe. It's free. It's all free. It doesn't hurt, doesn't cost anything. And let's get her some more subscribers. And we will do, we'll just do the number thing. I'll write a number down, or I'm afraid to push the buttons if I message it. And welcome. You haven't received them yet? And see, I mailed them the day before I told you they were in the mail. I mailed them out to a bunch of people. Oh gosh. Yeah, I mailed them, so they just backed up. There's a good example. That's been like a week and a half, hasn't it? Yeah. And that's just for little envelopes. Keep moving my camera for some reason. I think I hear Jessie.
Oh, goodness. Hi.
Jessie's been to a party, or you've got a rogue clown in there.
Yeah, I know.
I have a rogue mermaid tail.
Oh wow! I've always wanted one of those,
but I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah. Where's the rest of the mermaid, or should we ask?
I lost her back on the other block.
It's so funny.
Mm-hmm. He's a character.
Welcome, Jessie.
I just went to a 6-year-old birthday party. Okay.
Oh, those are the best. Those are the best. Kids' parties are the best.
It's been so long since she's got to do anything that this is the first time in a while that they've kind of gotten together. They don't even play on the. They don't interact on the playground. Brighton and they just stick with their own class on the playground, so they don't play much with their friends. So they're happy.
Right. They're not exposed to other groups and all that, I guess.
Keeping them safe.
Well, what are we talking about tonight?
Well, we were just talking about doing a giveaway over at Priscilla's channel, Swiss Aquatics. We're going to do that in a little bit. And we're trying to get subscribers up for Darlene, who's in the chat. Mm-hmm. So people have to be subscribed there. I don't know if you saw that, Brienne, but you have to be subscribed to Darlene to be eligible for the giveaway. And it's a $25 gift certificate for Swiss Aquatics, Priscilla's, and the shipping on whatever you get will be free. So we got that.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
And Kerri has agreed to give us a little tour. I had to ask her, told her I'd like to wait till you got in, knowing you were coming in a little late, so you could participate in that too.
Oh, well,
we're going to give them a roller coaster ride around my messy fish room.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Because if we
Hold
wait
on,
till she's
folks.
if we wait till she's finished, like a lot of us, we'll never see it. So,
Oh no.
we'll never see it. So,
It's like you'll have a clean house and you won't have company. And the moment your house is trashed, all these people will come over, at least in the past. And that's how the fish room is. Every time it's clean, it's no one's here to see it.
right.
But it's broken in. It's well worked in. There's always something in the floor.
I do keep mine clean, but I have to move things around to clean around them, and dust around them and sweep around them. But
Yeah.
I just don't have enough space to put everything up for the project. So
Hmm.
I think everyone has that problem.
Yeah.
yeah, I could use some new counters or cabinet space. Is what I need for New Year's. There's Darlene's channel again. Maria's posting that. So guys, go subscribe so we can do this giveaway here in a little bit.
Oh yeah, they're pumping it out.
And we tentatively had a topic if we wanted to go to it tonight. I didn't put it in the thumbnail, but I just suggested it, I guess, when Kerri and I were talking a week or so ago about doing the chat together tonight. And people may have that thought on their mind anyway, so I'll just throw it out there in case somebody wants to come back to it or open a dialogue about it. Yes, she does. BJ Palmer. Priscilla's got some awesome stuff. So 25
Very
is right.
talented.
Yeah, she's got really good prices on her site too. So.
Yeah.
She's so talented.
But yeah, just sort of like what do we foresee and what do we anticipate or what do we hope doesn't happen in 2021 as far as being able to get fish in the hobby. We've already seen some of the issues with shipping and delays and countries closed, not just delays, but whole countries closed. I've been waiting on some fish from Dan's Fish, but he can't get the shipment out of Africa. I mean, it's been months and months and months. So, so just stuff like that. So, just something to think about. Are we going to get down so that it's really hard to get our fish, more so than it's been? A lot of stores closed this past year, brick and mortar. So that's kind of, if anybody wants to talk about it, something we thought would be interesting, and all of us that have fish, it would affect. So
That is a very, I won't say controversial topic, but I will say that's a topic that's on everybody's in the back of their mind.
oh, sure.
And all that really means is, as a community here in the States, we're just gonna have to step our game up on breeding instead of relying on bringing it over.
That's true.
That's a excellent point, and I've heard that said too. So like some of the big places that do breed in Florida and other places, I'm sure this is a boon for them, and they're not able to reach all the demands. So I hadn't really thought that all the way through. So yeah, that's an excellent point, Jessie.
I mean, it's good for all the hobbyists out there that are specific and have so much knowledge about one specific type of fish. It's their time to shine.
Yeah.
It is. My problem is
breeding project going.
Well, every time I breed something, I get more tanks because I don't want to give them up. So I think I'm not the only one with that problem.
I know. Every time I get a quarantine tank, it becomes a species tank.
Every time. Even my saltwater quarantine, I converted it over for some guppies that I got. Chattanooga Ed recently, but they've outgrown that, so now I'm going to have to buy a couple more 40. So anyway, it's an awful problem to have. Let's see, Angelfish Keeper says it's terrible trying to order saltwater for my store. Can't get anything out of Africa or Indonesia. Yep, I forgot about Indonesia, but that's an issue too. Yep. Skipper says he's like that with his quarries right now. I think you're breeding the Corys, aren't you, Skipper? I think that's what he's doing. Since my fish are just getting started, yeah. That's why she didn't have any videos, but I think she's got one ready to load. She was wanting help on doing a thumbnail, but she may have sorted that out now. So get going, Darlene. You'll like it more than cooking. She's always cooking, always cooking. You'll like it as much as cooking, I'll tell you.
Yeah, you get big on YouTube. There's a learning curve, but it's so fun that just put out even if it's you don't like it, just put it out. You'll learn. You'll get it. That's what I did. My first videos were something. But it's just so fun.
It is. I was terrified to do it, and I wouldn't do it. And then I wouldn't talk. I wouldn't be seen, and I wouldn't talk. So I actually did some editing on those first ones. I had music overlays, and I did a couple of voiceovers, and then I finally just one day said, heck, I'm not as scary as some people on here. They're used to it, so I did it. But
yeah, I didn't show my face for my first, I don't know, almost year's worth of videos. It was just straight tanks. And if I didn't get what I wanted to say when I was filming the one shot, I would do it over. So there's many, many, many takes before I learned how to do the voiceover thing. And I didn't want anybody in the house. He had to go do errands. The kids were at school. No one could be in the house.
Right,
I was petrified that anybody would hear me. And then I got more comfortable. I'm still super nervous. I still get nervous just talking from the fish tanks. But it's fun just learning and trying and seeing what happens.
Well, I'm going to say good job, Skipper, because it went through. I read it real quick. He had a batch of Corey's hatch. He said the name. I didn't even get to read it. It was moving.
Yeah, it's going fast.
See what you started there now, Jessie. You've enabled Still Angus to breed those big red-tailed catfish. You've encouraged him.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what the hobby's about. Enjoy what you love. I mean, I could be wrong. I got pulled into it. Could be mostly Kerri's fault. It is.
Well, you're never wrong. Remember.
No. I follow by example.
Hey, there's Amber, Big City Vegas. Thank you, Amber, for stopping by.
Amber.
Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Great to see you. Let's see.
Got Mike's Aquatics and things.
There's a party here.
Yeah, they're just cranking through. I'm trying to keep up. I
forget sometimes. I'm so used to watching you that I forget that I'm actually talking to you. So I want to type in the chat.
I know. One of the things I look back on it now, and it was kind of just like a defense mechanism or a prompt. But when the first maybe 6 months I did videos, I would talk finally, but I wouldn't let myself be shown for a lot longer than that. But people would comment on my accent, and like they're commenting on Tennessee Aqua now, and I mean, the South has a distinct accent. We really do. And I try to watch it, but I finally just quit, worrying about it. And then people said, "Oh, we like it," and all that, and we're not making fun of you. And so I kind of played on that. And like at the end, I'd say, "Y'all come back now. You hear?" And stuff like that. And I started thinking, that's so hokey. I don't talk like that, So just relax and be yourself. So it takes a while.
Well, I'm kind of a goofy person. Really goofy, but you turn the camera on and I get tongue-tied and like my mind stops working. And I'm like, I don't know what to say. But at least I'm trying. Fun part in trying. But I get the accent thing. I never thought that I had an accent I would always admire other people's accents, and then we would travel a little bit, and they'd be like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Missouri." They're like, "Oh, we like your accent." I'm like, "I don't have an accent. You have an accent."
Yes, we do. It is not. It is not as beautiful as a Southern accent. It is a very twangy accent.
I just forget to pronounce my words, and everything blurs together. So they're like, "What are you saying?"
I never thought that at all about you being dorky. I just liked your science approach to stuff, and I thought, now this is something refreshing here. It's science based, so I mean that's a term you can't throw around either these days. But you know, it wasn't I heard or somebody told me. I hate that, you know, or I've heard a couple of times now. Yeah, but what does you know? There's lots and lots of forums and reliable YouTube videos that really are helpful. There's so many resources. And I hate it when somebody said, somebody told me, or I heard that. I just hate that. It's usually wrong. So, can't change everything, huh? Not Maria. Brienne, are you telling me that again about your stickers, or did the chat jump or something? I saw you just said that again about your stickers. Finger up there.
I need to move closer. I can't see it.
I know. I can't either. I have to get way up here or get way back. Neither one work.
Thank you, Amber.
At Keller's Aquatics haven't received your stickers yet. I think you said that earlier, and I said, yeah, that's been over a week, like 10 days. And I sent a bunch of them out that day, like 8 or 10 envelopes. So, Maria, did you get yours yet? Let's see if Maria got hers. I sent her some, and I sent you some Ed's to Maria. Hey, over 50, it's my sister there. I sent you several Ed's, I think like 5 of mine and 5 of Ed's, but I couldn't find any of James. He's tight with his stickers, you know. He's on a budget. No, I'm teasing.
I don't even have stickers. I need to get stickers. And where do you get your stickers at?
The only one I could find of his I had stuck on my Pacu tank in honor of his piranhas, he and his piranha battle. So,
But where do you guys make them at? Where do you guys get all of like your stickers made? Do you know? To get just like stickers in general?
yeah. People
order?
just like to trade them. It's, you know, it's like I never traded ball cards, but we had some, whatever those monsters were 55 years ago when I was in grammar school. There was some kind of monster cards, and we'd stick them on our notebook binders and stuff. So we traded those.
What was it? Pogs. There was like, you remember that little cardboard game, little round things? And
they look like poker chips.
We traded those. It's still.
I never
way above my pay grade
on my tanks because I don't want to. I've got Haley Oddballs Aquatics on the tank, and I've got Pepplin Creek. He's got a nice big sticker, Brian, and then I have James's. I've got Pam's. That's about all I think I've got stuck on tanks. But I got the collection. I didn't ask for it. He just sent it to me. Jadron, Jason, that prints most of the stickers for the fish fan.
Okay. I'm on his Patreon, but I knew he was doing them, but I know things kind of got busy for him and everything, so I was just waiting to ask to reach out. So I might try sometime.
He does an awesome job. He really does, and they're really quality, and the price you can't beat anywhere. Yeah, he sent me the whole set. I've got a bunch of people that don't have channels anymore, and I thought about doing like what's that called? A triptych kind of thing. Like you use in the science fair, like one of those maybe from Walmart, and put the people that I do know on one and the people I don't on another, just to get them out. You know, I could sit in front of them sometimes or do a video on them or something, you know. Maria said we have 25 minutes. All right.
There was a question about, I have a biology degree and I'm waiting for grad school. If there's ever a spot open for this graduate program, they don't take very many people, and it's for freshwater biology. So hopefully someday someone will put me in a program for graduate school. But so far I have a biology degree, but I was going for genetics, and that's when I got hooked on.
Oh, cool.
learning all about more into the, I've always kept guppies, I guess I should say that, but I got really into the genetic part of fish. But I don't know, I just know enough to get me confused and in trouble.
She knows more than that, folks. Don't let her lie. If you want a really interesting but yet boring conversation, she can take you down a wormhole that will, you'll be like, what?
I watch, he thinks my TV show selection's boring, but it's usually some kind of documentary of something that I'm learning something.
There are, genetics was hard for me, but of course it was just to learn. I think back then when I went through nursing school, college for that was in the 70s of the last century. But there's simple stuff, but then it gets kind of convoluted after a while. There are some people in the hobby that are really good with genetics. Doug Gray, he's an IFJ guppy breeder, and he does great videos for anybody that hasn't watched him, and he will go in depth if you ask the right questions. He doesn't do live streams, but he does great videos, and he breeds and has breeding projects and loves to talk about them, so he's really good. But there are several people that are good.
I've watched some of his. He goes down a rabbit hole.
And that's the reason it's hard, because I want to share the little bit I know, but I feel like I don't know enough compared, so it's like, I don't know. But I could sit there and do those pundit squares for hours and hours and hours and hours.
Yep. There's Rob, the guy that Ed says, my guy, when he talks about his fish, my guy. Well, he's my guy too. That's Rob from Aquatics. Welcome, Rob. Good to see you in here. Appreciate it. It's a great store, and that is my main store I was talking about earlier. So Anthony's got all the links there you could want and more. So just take your choice. Did River send envelope from me? I didn't see that. I see where you said 25 minutes. Rico Stan came in at some point.
Yeah, I thought I saw him up there a little bit ago.
Oh boy. Well, darn it, Bob, you got it started. Skipper said, now I'm going to breed Madagascar rainbows I got off of Dan's fish.
Those are some beautiful fish, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah, they are.
I've got 4 that are old now. They're big. Yeah, Tennessee Aqua, you got to get some stickers. Not yet, Bob. I finally scrolled up without, too soon, without closing the chat. I spoke too soon there. Well, and there's Milo the Chihuahua. Welcome. Chalupa, no tomatoes. Guys, I'm horrible at not seeing the chat, so. Yeah, Maria's in my chat again.
Right there, too.
Well, you guys want to show us some fish? I don't want to make you uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can scoot you around a little bit, the best I can.
Awesome.
Will you unclip that light and just go? We'll move the lights around as we go.
Hey, George, I didn't see you either. Aqua Boss.
While she yells at me, you'll have time to read the chat.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry I use first names. I can remember who people are if I say their name, but I can't remember their channel name always. And that's bad, because if somebody didn't know the first name, then they don't know who you're talking to. But
We're going to go on a roller coaster ride. Sorry, guys.
Be careful. Easy. Where do you want to go?
Just right there. Just go down that tank.
Which one?
This one down here, I don't know if you guys can see it. Might have
I'm gonna just give you the whole screen here. Here we go.
I don't know if you can see it or not.
We're going on a roller coaster.
Well, no, maybe not. That one down there, that's got sword tails in it. And then this one will start here. This one's got, it's like a pink tuxedo guppy and blue shrimp in this one, in this tank. And it's got crushed coral as a substrate in this one. Right here. This 10-gallon. Then over here, I'm not sure what kind over here, you can't see it, but they say they're knife-bellied live bears.
Yeah.
But I had 3, and I just recently lost one. And then over this is just a small little guppy tank, but these are no filter tanks right here. These little 5 gallons. They're little 5-gallon tanks. But there's one male and a couple of females in this tank. I was trying just to get some babies
Nice.
in that
I see
one.
him.
It's so pretty, but it's slow going. But it'll eventually get there. Then in this tank right here, this 10-gallon, these are more wild caught guppies. They kind of crashed, and now they're coming back to life again. But my light situation, I battle these lights, you guys. No joke. And then this is a Platy's tank right here. And they came from PetSmart. And I'm just throwing my plant clippings in this is a 20 long, trying to build up this tank plants. But that's a sand and gravel substrate. And then down here at the very bottom, it's another 20 long. It's really bad. But I got those guppies from Jeff Rose Fish Keeping maybe a year or so ago. And a Cheese Creek pleco in that bottom 20 long right there at the bottom. And then I tried to go slower so you guys won't get dizzy. This one right here. This tank is a 10-gallon. It's got celestial pearl danios in it. And I just made some spawning mops to throw in there. So I'm hoping to get some babies out of. They're so pretty. And then this one right here is a 20 long. These have rice fish in it right now, but these are going to go in the tubs. And I'm going to move the female knife fish from that first tank in here with some males. So hopefully I can breed them. And then at the very bottom is some calico koi swordtails. This 20 long at the very bottom. Like point. This has got calico koi swordtails in it. And lots of jungle valve and algae. Trying to come back that algae is something. And then right behind me these are purple Moscow guppies. But I lost the male, and I have 2 females, but they keep dropping fry, so I'm super excited about that. And then there's a hyphen pleco in this one, too, and some cherry shrimp. And then down here are red cobra guppies with yellow shrimp. And there's one long right here. And then down here, this is a no-filter tank with green cobra guppies and a Cheese Creek pleco. In this one right here. But the filter broke a while ago and I just never fixed it. And the tank actually did better without it. So I just left it.
What is that plant in the back? The bottom tank, the big plant?
It's an Anubis. And then there's jungle val in there. And then I just added, I think it's a cardinal plant. But I'm not sure if it's going to take or not. But that big one is an Anubis plant. It's been real slow growing, but it's looking good. And then on this side, this is the one on top is a 55-gallon. It's just a mutt guppy tank, but those are my prettiest guppies, I think. And then down here is my Kerri tetras. These are my Kerri tetras with water wisteria and Anubis and some.
That's a pretty tank.
Something, I'm not sure. And then Jesse's got his baby tears that we're trying to carpet, but there's no CO2 on that tank. But it is dirted, and so it's been spreading, but it's just a slow process. And then move this chair out of the way. Beep beep. The microphone might get in the way, but this 30-gallon tank right here is the one I had when I was a kid in my living room. And we resealed it. But this is the tank my dad had. It's got black mollies, 2 swordtail males that I'm going to move, and then a bunch of wild colored shrimp. And then there's 2 plecos in there. I think one is just a albino bristle nose, and the other one's a regular one, but I'm not sure what kind they are. And then will you do me a favor, Jessie, and take that light to that tank? We'll spread lights around.
That relax sign, one of my local fish stores has one of those when you walk in.
Yeah, tells me to remind myself to breathe and relax. This is my Amica Splendid tank, this 55-gallon. It's dirted. I do have a heater in there, but it's not plugged in. So it's a little colder, but I have some jungle valve and some pennywort in that one, I believe.
They're loving that tank.
I got them to, there's some babies in there, but I haven't got them to drop anymore. But the females are getting pretty plump, so I'm hoping. And then this one over here, this little tank, it's got what is it?
That's my lucky tank.
It's the Obscura. It's a recently named guppy. It looks like a wild type, but I can't ever pronounce its name right. The Procelia Obscura, I believe, or something like that. I can't ever. I can't pronounce it right. And then this one, it doesn't have any light. I took the light upstairs to check on the puffer tank, but that's a 30-gallon bow front, and I'm going to take my guppies from the tubs that I brought in. The tub has a leak in it, so I'm going to have to put all those guppies in that 30-gallon tank because it's got a really slow leak. It's just enough to have a tiny bit of water in the floor, but I feel like I need to move them. And then this is another little no filter tank that has more of the wild type guppies in it.
That's a lot more wind than I envisioned that being.
Yeah, and then I have more tanks upstairs. I have my arowana tank upstairs. Then I have my goldfish tank upstairs, and then those puffers now upstairs. But spin you back around. Not too many down here. I had 3 or 4 tanks on this stand, but I broke them down and put the 55-gallon on there. So I feel like the bigger tanks are a little less work than some of these smaller tanks. But
you've got a good setup there.
Then my fish food. I have some crickets in the storage area, but I don't. Those crickets, man. I like having them for fish food, but they stink.
Got a lot more tanks than I realized too. I just always look at those behind you. So.
Yeah, these behind me. I have quite a few. I had more, honestly, but I kind of broke them down. This amount that I have right now is actually, I feel like it's a really good amount for me. We can take care of them. We still have enough to kind of have a bunch of different tanks, but I'm not stressing about water changing all the time. So it's not too much, but.
There were a lot of comments about the fish and the tanks, and most of them were real good. None of them were negative, but one of them I noticed, which isn't negative, mentioned something about they wouldn't feel safe or it would cause anxiety if they had those metal stands.
Yeah, those stands, let me tell you.
I think I used to worry about those too. We have them at the Ark, but it's just for supplies on it, like in our, not a basement, but another room we closed in. Those things you can lay on them. I mean, they're rated for several thousand pounds.
Yeah, so. I was very nervous about it, and he had to soothe me many conversations. It'll be okay. I'm like, I don't think it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Everything's gonna fall in the floor.
Well, when you buy those metal stands, you have to buy the ones that are rated. They're all rated differently. Mm-hmm. Don't go cheap.
They're a lot stronger than.
Yeah, I've had no problems with it.
And they're made a lot better than they at a glance than they look. So.
Yeah, mm-hmm. and you can get the cheaper ones, or you can get the better ones.
All right, Maria's given it. Thank you for that tour. I really
I
appreciate it.
Hopefully it wasn't too rough.
I could never walk around and show that many tanks in 5 minutes like that. I just can't do it. I can't shut up, and so that was awesome. I'll go back and watch this later. So.
If I could get you close in, I need to send the link to my phone next time or something. I do this, and you want to see it, so I can get you closer into the tanks.
That'd
Yeah.
be
But hopefully it wasn't too bad of a roller coaster ride for you.
Yeah, next time we'll just send the link and
Jeff.
we'll let her march
Jeff.
around the room.
Jeff
Oh,
got a
hi,
message
Jeff.
for you there. I've known Jeff since when he was Jeff.
You can text me and get back to me anytime. There's no rush. I
Yeah.
just wanted to give you an invite.
Jeff for a long time. He's a great guy. Awesome fish keeper too.
Mhm. He will always be a friend.
Yeah. What's up, Jeff Rowe?
All right,
He's the
Maria.
only one that's come to the fish room to see it in person.
Let's let Jessie pick a number, if you don't mind, Jessie.
What am I picking through?
To put a giveaway for Priscilla's $25 gift certificate.
Well, I mean, what's my range?
Do what?
1 to 100 or 1 to 25?
Yeah, what's my range?
You know what? If you pick the number, then you all can't participate. I'll pick the number because I'm the one giving it away. How about
Well,
that?
I mean, I don't care. I just need to know my range, so I know.
just thought about that. That excludes you if I ask you to pick the number. I actually put a number down here. And then I thought, well, I'll let you.
I don't want to win. I was.
It's
Let me
okay.
get this. Okay. I've got a number written down here, and of course I could have 30 pieces of paper in my pocket, but they won't all have 3 check marks on them that I just put on there. I don't think that much security is necessary. So I'm going to put it right there, and we're going to pick between, we've got 73 people here. So let's do like Priscilla did. That's awesome. Boy, you guys brought in the crowd, I'm telling you. That's awesome. Thank you.
No, I think you did.
Yeah, I think you did.
We'll go ahead.
Does he have that many people? So that's awesome. It's a number between 1 and 75, and the usual rules. It's whoever comes closest without going over. So if the number's 45, it's not. So don't guess 45. It's not 45. If the number is 45 and you guess 44 and no one guessed 45, you win. Unless other people guess 44, and then we'll have another guess at it to get the tiebreaker. So I already said it's not 45, so that helps a little bit, I guess. All right, so I'm not going to type start because I don't want to hit buttons. So just go ahead and start when you're ready. And remember, our time's limited. So go ahead and start.
I'll start rolling in.
Yeah, see what they come up with.
And you guys can guess too.
Oh, I'll just guess out of being funny. 36 and a half.
From Priscilla's. I've got 2 things waiting that she's got to ship me, so I'm good.
Oh my goodness. We got 40, 32, 14, 39, 33, 7, 12, 76, 55, 29. Hello, Big Tank Hank.
Hey, Garrett, I should be paying attention, so I have to go search all the way again.
29, 33, 31, 16, 4, 23, 36, 37.
Okay, I'm caught up.
Not a lot of bottom dwellers. They're in there. We'll have to get closer on the view.
I need some more. I had some Corys, but the Splendens ate them.
Yeah.
I put them in the wrong tank. I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
Don't put Corey's in with Splendid.
Lesson learned.
And remember, guys, you've got to be subscribed to Darlene. What's your count now, Darlene? If you don't mind me putting you on the spot again. I'm awful about that. Here, you pick the number. You do this.
There you go.
When you're old, you can get away with crap. You know, people just do it. I'm nosy too. Griffin, you guys know to be careful of Griffin, right? Griffin's my buddy. Intelligent counterspell. I haven't seen the number exactly. I hit the wrong button again.
I heard he's back.
I have seen very close. Did you guess, Rob?
What's that? I've seen 74.
Oh, don't follow, your claws are in my leg. Kitty cat.
I'm always curious to what prompts somebody to pick a certain number, if it means something or if it's random. Or Darlene's at 74. Thank you, Anthony. Well, we've still got some work to do, guys. But we won't get it done tonight on this stream. But she started out at 21, I think. So that's not bad for one evening. Not bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're moving. We're moving her slowly but surely. It'll happen.
She said she would make some videos. She got subscribers, so there you go.
No,
All
well,
right.
it's happening.
If you haven't put a number in, go ahead and do it in the next 10 seconds, because I'm going to say stop and show y'all what the number is. And one person is close, but I haven't seen anybody write on it, but I want people to verify that with me that can see the chat.
Mains, Tails, and Furs and Fins is looking for her link, which I know got dropped several times earlier, but
Yeah,
she probably wasn't. She may not have been in yet.
Hank, it
I have a
was
feeling I'm going to talk to her very soon.
Hank, it was 1 to 75. So if you want to do a different number, go ahead and do it real quick. Hey, Jess, didn't see you there. Nola said she picks
You
18
found her.
letters in her name, and she's born on the 18th. Dang, I can't do that. I keep closing that window. I'm just trying to scroll. I don't know.
I'm trying to keep a cat from eating us.
This cat, let me tell you, this cat knocked over my fish food basket and dumped a whole tub of fish food in the floor. And then I got that cleaned up. And no joke, this thing went over to the dog food container and dumped all the dog food in the floor.
Yeah. Dumped out 40 pounds of dog food out of an automatic
Right in
feeder.
the floor. And I'm like, how did you do that?
Having fun.
It's a kitten. It fell in the tub. It got his butt wet.
Oh,
Poor
baby.
thing.
All right. I'm going to say stop. It looks like we've had plenty of time. And let's see, where is that? Guys, help me look and make sure. I saw 164. And that is the check.
65. All right. I seen that 64. It came up at the very beginning.
Yeah, it was up close to the top. So I'm afraid to scroll anymore. It goes in that window. It's crazy.
Kerri's looking.
Thank you, Kerri.
So much pressure.
What?
I know. All the
You can
power.
do it. You can do it.
I am on live chat, so I think I'm okay.
Lisa said 76. She didn't follow the rules. That's the way to be, Lisa.
Overachiever.
That's right. Lisa KG Tropicals.
Yeah.
Wonderful channel. Her and John.
Yeah, Lisa's awesome. She is an overachiever.
She rescues lots of kitties
Mm-hmm.
and has some awesome kitties that live with her.
I
And
think
dogs.
62 is the close. I didn't see a 65, but you got.
I seen a 64. I know I did.
Skipper's had 62. Yeah, there was a 64. We can find that. That will be our winner. Otherwise, it'll be Skipper's.
You can see it. I don't trust my eyeballs sometimes with my contacts in.
I swore I seen it, but I might have been wrong.
It's up at the very top. Yeah. Unless they took their number out. Lisa, did you see that Coco got adopted? She's gone. I was just sick when I was there Saturday night because I always carry her around and stuff, and the puppies are starting to get adopted next week. They posted them this evening. No 64.
I didn't see one.
No, everybody says nope, 62's got it. I couldn't see it. I might have mistook it for 54.
But you and I both saw it.
I thought I did. I really
I made a mental note for what that's worth. Well,
Well, congratulations.
well then.
congratulations,
According
Skipper.
to everybody, we lost it.
Congratulations, Skipper. Appreciate
Yes,
it.
congratulations.
And you know how to get me, Skipper, because we've already been talking. So all I need is to get your email, Skipper, I think, so I can send that to Priscilla. So, all right, guys. Any other questions or comments? Kerri, Jessie,
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
It's been a blast.
we had fun last time and this time too. So we'll have to keep this going throughout the year, I hope.
Yeah. Anytime you want to get a hold of me, message me.
Yeah. Well, I want to see those tanks in close next time.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a tour, I promise. And I'll give it a week before I change it.
Awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
You guys don't know how many times I got to swap these tanks around.
I did get some brine shrimp growed up a little bit. I think there's 3 in that container of more adultish brine shrimp. So I'm slowly getting that figured out. That's exciting.
Awesome. I used to do brine shrimp back in the day when I bred angelfish. That's been 30 years ago or more. But now I just do the vinegar eels. It's so much easier, and they pretty much will do what I need them to do till they can eat something bigger. I've got one single killie fish fry that actually Rob gave it to me. He found it in one of his rainbow tanks, the little rainbows with the long streamers. I can never remember their name. He's doing good, Rob. He or she. It's eating those vinegar eels. So, in fact, it's right here floating in this tank right beside me. Guys, thank you guys, and have a good rest of the weekend. And thank everybody in the chat for participating. You guys were awesome too. And thank you, moderators. And I don't think we had any super chats. I don't remember seeing any. If we did, I'm sorry, and thank you for that. But I don't remember seeing any. And we'll go ahead and say good night. Thank you guys again for coming on. I appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
Peace.